And of course, I said all that with my fucking microphone muted. Hello, everybody. We're back again with another stream. It's been a minute since I streamed. Back again for Sonic Superstars Trip story. And I'm here joined with the man that caused me to be suspended from Twitter for threatening to murder him, TJ. Say hello, TJ.
I mean, hello, TJ.
So, we streamed for the previous bit of this won't be on, unfortunately, this on YouTube won't be there, but I redid this level just so no one has to watch it. And we were talking a lot about Futurama. You know what I would like? You know what I would like for them to do? Maybe if like the show was ever gonna come to an end. You know what I'd like to happen? I would love for them to do a Futurama movie, but basically like don't set it in, kind of have it be like basically take the premise of the pilot but expand that to like a movie format. Include you know, you can include other characters that weren't in the pilot, add more to it. But I think that basic premise, I think Futurama has one of the best pilots in TV history. Like everything about that is so well. All the characters are so well defined. The story setup is amazing. I think that could work as a movie.
That's fair.
I mean, what shows, aside from obviously for you, TJ, the Golden Girls, what other shows do you think have really good pilots?
That's a big question. I've watched a lot of shows.
Another show that I love as a pilot, that again I would love to see expanded into some kind of movie, would be the opening two-parter for the 2011 version of Thundercats. That pilot is so fucking good, and then the rest of the show just kind of starts to get worse and worse after the pilot episode. But that pilot is so fucking strong.
That was my impression of Panthers song.
Panthers got fucking badass. That bass in Panthers, so. Do you think I could get Panthro to perform at my wedding?
You know what? You never know unless you ask.
I don't know. I gotta find Panthro.
You gotta shoot your shot.
Excuse me, Mr. Panthro. Could you play your theme song at my wedding, please?
For some reason, I've turned into Kermit the Frog.
Hey, Kermit the Frog here.
You pretend to be Kermit the Frog to get Panthro to play at your wedding.
And then he turns up and Kermit the Frog ain't there and he gets so mad and he murders me.
Stop saying murder!
He will unalive me. The kids these days say.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus fucking Christ. So TJ, you have not played Sonic Superstars, have you?
No.
Right.
It's not one of the 8.
Is it because like at this point you just have no interest at all in playing it?
Yeah, I just don't want to buy it.
So when we get round to TJ plays in 20 years, we'll you play it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mania was the last Sonic game I purchased.
Oh, really? Is that the last one you played as well?
Mm-hmm. As in most recent, yeah.
Okay. It's the Mecha. It's Mecha Knack. It's like Mecha Godzilla, but worse.
But better. It's a Jabroa.
It's that wacky Jabroa. Keep it down in there, you wacky beetle. Charge and charge.
Charge and charge.
I love that jokes. It's so fucked up. They're like, hey, keep it down in there, you wacky beetle. It's like being beaten to death.
Greg Robin, what did you do? I did a bunch of drugs. I married a broad named Cher. I wouldn't recommend either one.
Hey Fonzie, I got a question. You with a bunch of ladies. Do you ever get a sexual disease? herpes twice.
Yeah,
and
herpes
the clip.
twice in the clip.
Hey!
Hey!
I love it. You have a lot of women. It's got a sexual disease.
It's a fucking hallucination.
I know,
He's
right?
so-
Like, fucking Vision Quest.
That's an aspect of Peter that they dropped off, and
that?
it's the whole like he loves classic television, like or he's obsessed with classic television.
Yeah, there's a lot about early Peter that they just, you know, the fact that he does actually care for his family. there's many parts of early Peter Griffin they abandoned.
Yeah.
Meg, Daddy loves you, but Daddy also loves Star Trek. And in fairness, Star Trek was here first. I've used that with my son to get out of doing things. Yes, that nobody. Yeah, I forget if I responded to this. That's how bad my memory's been lately. Yes, that nobody. Unfortunately, I am back. So TJ, I'm gonna assume you are not watching me stream. You're watching some kind of Smash stream instead.
Some sort of Smash stream, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm watching the new League of Legends 2D fighter.
Why did you turn it to Master Shake there?
Why wouldn't I?
That's not what we sent you in there to watch.
That says the Bible.
Better check the Bible.
You dare question the word of Jimmy?
I really want to get that. I'm either 30 or 40 years old. I don't need this.
I'm 30 or 40 years old. I don't need this.
I know, right? I'm approaching 40. I fucking feel that, man. I fucking feel that so bad. No. Okay. All right then. That's fair.
If I don't get a wiener smooth in the next 3 minutes, I'm gonna lose my damn mind.
Meatwad, no. Meatwad, yes. Are you seeing this?
Can you make the blood run up the walls? I don't see
why not. Cool. Here's a check for $1 million. Oh my god, are you serious? Thank you!
Thousands of years ago in the future.
You tell that fucking robot to come to the fuck next door and make the fucking blood run up the fucking walls. Do you fucking hear me? God, I hate that guy.
Man, fucking like it's. That's what have you watched the new, like, it's new, it came out like last year or so, like the new Aqua Teen movie?
Now.
I put it on, I turned it off after like 20 minutes, because it was one of those things where like, I genuinely couldn't tell if there was meant to be jokes or not. It was so weird to watch, man. I was just like, I don't get it.
I'm too old, I don't like it.
It's too old and new.
My dad works at a dealership.
It's crazy how Beavis and Butthead is like the only like revival that seems to be on. That seems of like a revival of like a classic animated show that is either on par or, in my opinion, superior to the original run. Like the current Beavis and Butthead is so fucking good.
No.
I think, did you like? Were you ever? Did you ever watch Beavis and Butthead? Did you watch
Should a little bit.
Like, did you watch the Do the Universe movie?
I watched a little bit of it after you told me how good it was.
Because I remember I was about to bring it. Like I watched it, and there was like one line that I had to pause the movie because I was crying so hard I was laughing. It's like it starts with them going to space camp, but they end up in space, and the moment where they enter like 0G and they're floating, Butthead just goes, the floor broke. And that line just fucking, the floor broke. It fucking killed me. The sun sucks.
One of my favorite episodes is the one where Butthead's choking.
Yes!
And Beavis has to go out and find the sign for the Heimlich maneuver.
Yes.
And I love the part where Stuart walks up and he's like, "Hey, Beavis, where's Butthead?"
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And then
Can I have
he's
some
like, "Can I have
nachos?"
some nachos? Give me another.
No, that episode joke has my favorite joke in the entire original run. It's when at first Beavis he calls like 911 or whatever, and the fucking person he's speaking with goes, "Sir, have you Heimlicked the victim? I repeat, have you Heimlicked the victim? Have I licked his rectum? No way!"
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
I love that bit in the original movie where after they wake up and the TV's still in their front and he's just going like, and his eyes are darting from like the open door, like the hole where the TV is and the smashed window, and he's just for like a minute he's just going, he keeps looking back and forth and back and forth. He goes, "Hey Beavis, I just figured something out. This sucks." Like that's good. That's some class A writing there. Take notes, Aaron Sorkin.
Oh.
Did you watch much of the Clone High? I heard the Clone High revival was not well, like by fans wasn't really liked.
It's not good. I gave it 3 episodes.
Which is fair.
And it's not the same. It's not the same like style of jokes.
Gandhi. We need Gandhi back.
Yeah, there's no Gandhi. Which I mean, I get it. Like that's fine.
No, but like the thing is, because he acted nothing. Just put that personality in a similar looking, and just pick a new person. You know,
Yeah.
it's like he doesn't. That character type / personality does not have to be tied to Gandhi. Just have him be cloned in a different body as a different person. Problem solved.
Exactly.
Like I can't see too many people really having a problem, like fans of the show. I'm sure they'd rather have that character back versus just that name being back, you know?
Yeah.
He was the, I mean, like, it's been, I don't know, 7-8 years since I watched Clone High. I think you just showed me it once. I think the whole thing used to be on YouTube. And one day you was over and we watched it. I remember loving it. He was the funniest character. Like, bar none.
Yeah, for sure.
Is it on? Is the original on? What service was the new one? Was it on Max?
Yeah, it's on Max. The old one's there
Is the
too.
original? Oh, okay. It was an I'll have to go back and watch the
Yeah, it's just like the biggest thing for me is that like the personalities are totally different for no reason.
Isn't JFK more of like a douchebag in the remake? In that the reboot?
No, JFK was the douchebag in
no,
the
sorry,
original.
not JFK. Abe Lincoln was the main character, right?
Yeah,
Is
Abe
it
is
Abe
like
more of a dick in the remake?
yeah, he's like more of a dick and like more stupid than necessary. If that makes sense.
Wasn't he pretty smart though? When he like, I don't remember him being that stupid in the original.
Yeah, but like he made stupid decisions. So it's like it's like they tried to combine the Gandhi and Abe characters in one.
Can't do that. That's silly.
Yeah. And then like there's a lot more like jokes that like the punchline is just violence. Like for no reason. And like I don't mean like I'm not talking about like over the top like slapstick. It's like I mean I guess that's what they were going for, but like there's a joke where Cleopatra finds out that she's not the most popular girl in the school anymore. And she just like does like multiple like sets herself on fire, puts her leg in a bear trap, like all this like weird stuff. And it's like
that sounds kind of funny to me.
well, it's just like the punchline is just like, oh, they're bleeding. Like that's it. That's the joke.
Oh my god,
Isn't that funny?
that reminds me of one of my favorite fucking South Park jokes. It's in the episode where they revealed the South Park town flag, and it's like this part is in context. This is, the original South Park flag is like an African American being hung by a bunch of white guys, and like Chef, understandably, is like, what the fuck, what the fuck, he says he has to protest it. And he has this thing where he's like, in the 1960s, a monk set himself on fire to protest injustice. I will now do the same thing. And he has like a gas canister and a match. And you think he's gonna pour it on himself, but then he pours it on a monk and sets him on fire.
God.
And then the monk's just like screaming in pain with that trademark Trey Parker scream. And I'm like, okay, I like that joke. Good joke. I will now do the same thing. You know, it's sad that they revealed that you know when like Isaac Hayes left because of the whole like Scientology controversy, because he was a Scientologist. I guess in later on in life, like his sons were like, he didn't want to do that. Like his Scientologist managers like made him quit the show.
Yeah.
It's just like,
yeah, they're very controlling.
about like that, like there's to be such a big thing, Scientology. Now it's like, I think that I was watching a video about, it wasn't about Scientology, but like Scientology came up in the video, and I want to say it was something like, this may be completely wrong, so take this with a grain of salt, but like I guess they're like worldwide members and now less than like 100,000. Because I guess all of they used to be so litigious about suing people, but then especially I guess after the South Park episode, then people became more willing to be like, hey, you guys are kind of fucking nuts. That so many people, and what was the actress from King of Queens?
Oh, like Rhea Lemony or whatever.
Yeah. So I guess she used to be a Scientologist, and she actually had a TV show where she was.
Yeah, she had like a long form, like multi-episode documentary.
Well, no, it was multi-season. It ran for like 3 seasons. I want to say I watched most of the first season. Then it kind of get like a little bit like, it wasn't like new information. It was just speaking to different people who had like the same experience. Like I think I got the gist of what this is about. But like, yeah, it's like it's fucking crazy. I think there's a pod, I think there's an old FTCR, maybe it might be Lego Sonic, where we talk about Scientology, and then we made a joke about Tom Cruise coming to do what I joked about to you and got banned from Twitter about. And I think on the thumbnail I put a picture of Tom Cruise with a rifle.
Careful, he'll sue you.
So right, we'll just do what South Park did. I just put John and Jane Doe in the footage for everything. Go ahead, sue me. We will. Go ahead. I'm not afraid of you. Sue me. And all the credits for everything is just John. No, it's John and Jane Smith. It's like written by John Smith, directed by John Smith.
What's the name of the guy from Steven Universe? Harold Egg or whatever.
Oh, Ralph Egg.
Ralph Egg.
Everyone's, was it like technical artist Ralph Egg or something like that? Oh, man, like that was one of those things where the first time seeing that when Cowboy Mechagodzilla popped up, I thought I was going to die. Hey, you guys gotta come see this.
You guys gotta come see this.
This is very poorly edited.
Guys, I've got bad news. I'm Steven.
This is unacceptable, Stephen. He might be a danger to Stephen.
Fuck you! I'm Steven!
You were too good for this world.
Kisses!
Ah, bitch!
like the layering. It's like,
I know.
You're too good for this world, cancer.
Fucking mayor comes in and he like smacks Steven out the way. Like, oh my god. You like.
Yeah, it's one kiss, and then the kiss like backs
Well,
up.
yeah. It's like the Oscars. Every winner of like the best edited Oscar should give their awards to like the editors of the best YouTube movies. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, you know what? It's like, yeah, fucking like Social Network had really good editing. Nothing comes close to Steven Universe Part 2. I'm sorry, this doesn't happen.
I don't know. Bobby Hill will never be MLG.
Oh my god. Here's my man, finisher!
What have you been eating?
Dirt!
He's got blood all over his face.
Oh, hey!
Shine. What's up, Mr. Soup? Fucking.
Can I see Uncle Chuck's picture again?
No way, Skooks!
Yep, Skooks.
Catapin.
Who are those guys?
Catapins.
This is the part of the stream where TJ, this is the problem when TJ and I get together. Our communication is random out of context lines. So anyone who doesn't have the same reference pool that we have, will have no idea what the fuck we're talking about. And we're not going to change, so.
It's called vocal stimming. Get over it.
That's why I bring TJ on very sparingly on these streams. If it was,
fuck you.
If it were no, because I mean like, because if it was every week, if it was every stream of us just doing this, no one would watch after a while.
Game over, yeah. What the fuck do you want me to do, man?
Oh, that nobody. Alan Smithy is no longer legally allowed to be used.
What?
Oh, so Alan Smithy back in the day in Hollywood, if a director was unsatisfied with the final product, like it was taken away due to like studio interference or what have you, he would have their name changed to Alan Smithy. So it would say directed by Alan Smithy. But then at some point, I guess when that became wildly known, I think the Directors Guild of America made it so now you can't use Alan Smithy.
But wasn't that a positive for the the director though?
Yeah, but I think it's more. Sometimes you run into problems because it's like the movie Fargo, the Coen Brothers movie. They edited the movie. The Coen Brothers themselves edited it, but they officially listed a fake person. They put like a movie edited by, you know, Joseph Johnson or what have you. And when Fargo was nominated for the best editing, and I believe won, the Academy was expecting Joseph Johnson to come and collect the award, but the Coen Brothers did, or so, it was something like that. And then that's when I think things like the Writers Guild and the Directors Guild started stopping things like that happening.
Huh.
Bunch of fucking narcs.
I mean, I guess that makes sense because it's like in that like exact instance where it's like, oh, you didn't want to take credit until it won.
No. So, from what I understand, for the editing thing, I think that was just them being like playing a prank on it. I think they were just like, yeah, fuck it, we'll just put someone else's name on this thing.
Oh, okay.
Because I think there's probably only one movie they would probably want to take off their resume, and that's that they did. What was it? They did that remake of. That Confessions of a Lady Killer or something that starred Tom Hanks. Yeah, but that was just a big critical.
It was just called The Lady Killers.
Lady Killers, okay, yeah. So I remember that. Like a big. I think critically that might be their only, like big
flop.
It's also funny because the only reason why Bill Murray voiced Garfield was because one of the writers is, I believe, called Joe Cohen, and Bill Murray thought it was one of the Cohen brothers was attached to it, so that's why the only reason he agreed to voice Garfield.
Holy shit.
Which, if Bill Murray had an actual agent and didn't just have a random mailbox that people go into, that might have worked for him. So if he had an agent telling them, no, this isn't the guy who, again, like directed, worked on Fargo, this is the guy who wrote like fucking Shark Tale or what have you. TJ, is your favorite DreamWorks movie Shark Tale?
No.
Oh, why not?
I don't know. I think it's kind of stupid.
Oh,
So I'm not allowed to get. I'm not allowed to get my fucking opinion because some fucking guy worked on it. Yeah, people work on everything.
TJ, he might come up to you and go, "Keep your movie's name out your fucking mouth," and slap you. You don't want to have that happen.
And slap me. Yeah,
I know, right?
I hope he does.
I did it. I defeated when I was making a fucking Will Smith Shark Tale joke. I defeated next boss.
Hell yeah, you did it. I like to think that I did it.
We both did it. But really, it was me.
Together. Better speed up!
Blows up!
I found you, Faker.
Wait, is this the cutscene where Sonic becomes a Cyclops?
It's a Cyclops would you like today?
There's literally there's one of the animated endings where for like one shot Sonic has two eyes. Oh, now we're gonna go for this. Can we quit these? Oh, I guess we can.
What, QuickTime events? Yeah, I agree.
No, this game has like a playable credit section, but it goes on for like 15 minutes.
Fuck that.
I quit this.
I can't quit you.
Well, people in the chat, if I go to return to main menu, does it still count me winning, or do I have to go back? Would it punish me? Would it punish me? Oh yeah, punish me, daddy. TJ, you know how when characters turn super, then they normally just stay the same, but then turn to like gold or something? You know what happens when she turns super?
When who?
When Trip, the new character, the person I was playing as, you'd know if you were watching the fucking strip.
Yeah, but I'm not, so describe it to me.
Well, you would think a super form, they would like just turn gold. Trip turns into a giant fucking flying dragon, but 5 times her normal size. She has by far the coolest special form in the entire franchise. It's awesome. They didn't accommodate for it very well because there's moments where because her wings are always flapping, she doesn't have like on the floor running the animation, and so when that happens, when she needs to go fast on the ground, she just turns into a ball of light.
Fuck.
So I'm gonna do this, and then we'll try and do the final boss.
I don't think you will.
I'll do it. I mean, I'll try it. I probably won't succeed because it took me like a week to do this fucker. That's right, Theodore, drink the booze. Bender, why did you hock your teeth? No, why did you hock your body? Same reason you hocked your teeth, George Washington. Haha, booze money. Alright, TJ, favorite episode of Futurama, go.
Ooh, shit. It's definitely going to be in season 3 because that was the only season I owned. as a kid.
3 is really good. Milo, I have, the last time I played this, you all saw me playing. I have not played this in between. Stone's Ring, that's just how fucking good I am, son.
Let me see what episodes are in season 3.
One of my favorites in there, but the one I think it's in season 3, the one I might pick as my favorite, Luck of the Friarish.
Yeah, I knew that was yours.
Everyone points to Jurassic Park as being the saddest. I'm sorry, I think the story about Friarish's brother is a lot more heartwarming than his stupid fucking dog.
Hey, chill out.
You're only saying that because you don't have a brother and you have a stupid fucking dog.
Don't call my dog fucking stupid. I'll get off this call right now.
Is your dog in Mensa? Or dog Mensa?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Shut up.
You don't know that.
There's no such thing as dog Mensa. I told you. I cheated on you. You didn't even notice. So thinking about that, this goes into one of my favorite Simpson jokes when they go to a newspaper and they're like, you know, our newspaper was founded like 100 years ago by Johnny Newspaper Seed, and Homer just goes, if he's so smart, how come he's dead? That's like one of my favorite lines ever. Just, if he's so smart, how come he's dead?
Huh, maybe it isn't from season 3.
What's the episode you're thinking of?
I'm not thinking of an episode in particular. I'm just thinking of episodes. It's been a long time since I've watched the early seasons.
Also, the Amazon ladies is it's a great episode. Death by Snoo Snoo.
the way their faces
Yeah,
change
from like scared to happy, like over and over again.
Yep.
This game's fun, isn't it, boys and girls? Just going forward. Just look at him. He's going. She's just running forward as a dragon. Dragon going forward. Forward goes the dragon. I want to know who's on the law team. We got the director of law and the associate manager, but like, well, we know Ian Flynn and Evan Stanley's in the law team. I wonder who else is. I'm sorry, did you say?
It might be Amazon Women in the Mood. Because that guest stars B. Arthur.
Why?
Why?
Good fundamentals.
Although nothing will ever top the commentary for Luck of the Friarish.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Nobody freaking cares.
No, I think my favorite might be the episode where Brendan becomes a pharaoh, because Billy West and John DiMaggio do most of that episode, do most of that commentary in character. Like their various characters. And there's a moment where the professor goes, I've never watched TV review before, Bento, and I never will again. And those commentaries are so fucking good.
They are really good.
It's a shame that it's a shame they never got Katie Seagal. I know in the movies, the DVD movies, Trish McNeil and Maurice LaMarche joined for a few of those. But
oh yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think they ever got Katie Seagal to join in. I guess it makes sense. She was probably busy working on Sons of Angels. Is that what it's Sons of Anarchy? That biker show she was on?
Anarchy.
Yeah.
Yep. She's really good in that. That's one of my favorite shows. That's
a show I've heard nothing but good things about. And it's been on my forever growing list of shows I should watch at some point, but I end up just keep rewatching Spectacular Spider-Man over and over again. Maybe
Spectacular
I'm like, maybe if I watch it enough times, they'll make season 3. Sure, Jimmy, whatever you say.
Spectacular Spider-Man.
And now Casey goes doing a animated Married with Children revival. And it just, like, I watched the trailer. Like, I never watched the original show, like, religiously, but I seen it a handful of times. Like, you know, it's pretty, one of those shows where, like, it's, most of the jokes just come from the fact that, you know, the father's just sexist and hates his wife, you know, which doesn't, I get why that wouldn't necessarily fly, but for the time, I remember watching it back in the day, it's pretty funny, it's a pretty funny show. But like the animated, like, it just, the animation just looks cheap and bad, you know, like, if you're gonna, like, if you're gonna, like, do something in animation, put fucking money into it, man. Like, whatever money you would have put into the live action version, put it into animation. Just so we can, it's like I watched all of Batman Kid Crusaders. Fucking loved it. Thought it was amazing. The only thing I was like, the animation's kind of cheap looking, and it's just like, I saw this on Twitter a few times, like, you know, just fire J.J. Abrams. I doubt he put anything good to the show, because most of the stuff he's made in the last 10 years has sucked. So just fire him and take his money and put it towards the animation.
Oh, I thought his name was J.J. Abrams.
J. Abrams. Sklops! Oh, thank God we're at the fucking end of these credit sequences.
Jesus, it was that long. Don't cry for me.
I'm all ready. I will be dead in a minute once I start the final boss. The problem with Super Trip is that she can fly, but like she's not that much faster than regular Trip is. Like, if he plays as Supersonic, it fucking speeds through. But no,
Should.
Yeah, but playing as Trip is just like. We have the hounds have your boy scent, but will they find him, or will they find him and kill him? I'm sorry. You got thrown off at the end there.
That's it? After 10 years? Good luck?
So long, good luck. I don't recall saying good luck.
I don't recall saying.
Chief.
Maybe single men do
eat crackers. We don't know.
We don't want to know.
Frankly, we don't want to know. Chief, the dog seemed kind of upset. Yeah, I've been starving him, teasing him, singing off key. Me moo mamo.
Me mamo.
That is like one of the funniest fucking things I've ever. That's so funny.
Me moo mamo.
I know. It's just like I've been starving him, teasing him, singing off key.
Singing off key.
That's the thing that breaks me every time. And like singing off key is amazing. Moo moo mommy, mommy mamo.
Talk with the animals. Talk with the animals.
Oh my God, Dr. Doolittle is the chief rigger. Time for this chicken to fly. The Simpsons might have started the comedy joke of just somebody just jumping out of a window, you know, to like get out of something. Oh yeah, so the trick for this is just don't use the knuckles like you, is to if you like double jump the buttons, you do like a burst, but it costs 10 rings. I don't know why they did that. It's really annoying.
Check the tunk.
Nothing in this boss, they don't tell you how to do anything. Like it's kind of not the best designed thing in the world ever. It's pretty bad if you ask me. Hey, Homecoming Hero! How are you doing? Wait for your, oh, cool, wait for your birthday. When is your birthday, good sir? Talk with the animals. Talk with the animals.
With the animals squeaking, squawking.
Talk
with
with
the
the animals.
Ha! You're all under arrest.
Yeah, I remember because my father was a police officer. I remember when he does that to him. It was like, Dad, because I was like a kid when the episode aired. I was like, Dad, can police officers really do that? And he was like, yes, no.
I was just gonna say yes. Well, yeah.
You've been referred to as the funny one. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Why you did it? Oh yeah, the towers.
Now where's my toothpaste?
Yeah, the new Ninja Turtle show dropped on Paramount Plus today.
How is it?
I don't know Paramount Plus at the moment.
How is it?
I don't know. I get Homecoming Hero in the chat just said he has mixed feelings about it, but
Uh-oh.
I don't know. But it's better than Knuckles. I'll give it that. Well, like I didn't mind Knuckles, but it's like that doesn't sound. Because I imagine the Ninja Turtles would actually be in every episode, and like the story would be about the Ninja Turtles, unlike with Knuckles.
Wait, you're
Speaking of
telling me that
Knuckles,
Knuckles wasn't in every episode of Knuckles?
You didn't watch the show? So
No.
he is technically in every episode, but sometimes he's in it for like maybe 30 seconds, and it's only a 6-episode show. I know, right?
Maybe that's all they could get Idris Elba for.
But he's in the like he's not. What do you mean? Like he's not playing Knuckles on set in a suit. He does a fucking voiceover.
Yeah, but like, what if they didn't want to pay him?
Just get him in. You could probably have him do all of his lines in like a few days.
They record 4 episodes of dialogue, and then like cut some of the dialogue from a couple of the episodes and put them in for the 30 seconds.
Just do bad audio splicing. We're like, yes, Sonic, I am here. Give me back my emerald.
Sonic, you're quite good at turning
Me on.
Sonic's like,
You should probably ignore that.
That's how they introduce Amy. It's by Sonic's laptop.
Amy, you're quite good at turning me on.
Amy, ooh, wait. See, I actually don't mind a lot of this boss fight. I actually think it's pretty interesting for a final, for like a supersonic boss fight. Like it has multiple layers and it's like an actual battle, but like nothing is shown how to do. There's so many different things where it doesn't tell you what the fuck. Like so now we're in phase 2. The bit at the end of phase 2, you have to like hit meteors back to him. It's not explained how to do it, and it's so poorly conveyed.
did it break new ground?
It broke new ground! Fuck you, it's January.
You can always go, oh,
Toon
Toon.
Toon Toon!
Lunch Lady Doris, grease me up! Okie dokie.
Doris, last time Doris, you have any grease? Yes, we do. Then grease me up, woman! Okie dokie. It's that pause when like when you go okie dokie. Make way for Willie! I said make way for Willie, you bloated gas bag. Principal Skinner.
Seymour, the house is on fire!
No,
No,
Barbara,
mother, it's just the morning
lights.
lights. Northern Lights.
Seymour, you're fired. I'm sorry. You just call me a liar? No, I said you're fired. Oh, that's much worse. that like growing up, like that line is something that me and my friends would quote all the time. Just, oh, that's much worse.
Seymour, do you want me to tell you when it's 7:30?
But I want to know like what is behind that joke. Like that's so fucking weird. Like, do you want me to tell you when it's 7:30? No, mother. Seymour, your friend Bart is here.
Bart
Yes,
is
Bart
here.
Candy dish, $90. Well, I suppose you could put other stuff in. No! Candy dish, $90.
No, Ned. Candy dish, $90.
You know my name is Agnes. It means lamb. Lamb of God.
Why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't he? Damn it. King, next question. What's your favorite version of steamed hams? The one I made for FTCR. That's my favorite version. Steamed ham, the SA1 version.
Wait, what about the one that we were gonna make as the announcement video for TMG?
Oh yeah, that. Well, we didn't make it, so we can't use it.
I wrote the script though.
Yeah, but we didn't fucking do it.
I just love the fucking how Johnny is fucking Mrs. Skinner. FTCR, your panel's on fire.
No, Johnny.
No, Johnny, that's just Hellfire Collins.
FTCR, do you want me to tell you when it's 4:30? No, Johnny.
But that's when your panel starts.
I died.
Well,
Milo,
sounds like you're bad.
Hey, I am. Get good, scrub. Yeah, this is the final boss, and for some reason it's a giant fucking dragon that's not foreshadowed. Again, that's why there's so much stuff that could have, like, I mean, like, fucking, you know, stories, not that, to me, you know, it's not that important to a game, which is a fucking platform. So, like, it is weird how, like, things just happen, that there's no setup, no payoff. The storytelling in Sonic 3 and Knuckles is so much more sophisticated than it is in Sonic Superstars.
Yeah, that's true.
So like Knuckles and Tails fly around to give you rings. I have heard that Amy and Trip do as well, but all the times I've played this boss, I have never once seen Amy or Trip do this. So I think everyone who says they do is a liar and should turn themselves into the police.
Because you didn't do a quarter circle back turn.
Quarter circle backlash.
Good luck.
Good luck. Every time now I watch some video where people take like speedrunning strats or like fighting game strats seriously, all I can think of is fucking old quarter backlash. Like I can't take any of it seriously anymore. Like a bunch of fucking nerds.
I thought you were talking about not being able to take the fucking good luck in Star Fox.
No, just watching any video where people are like seriously talking about like pro gaming strats, it just all sounds like quarter backslash.
Quarter circle backslash.
Yeah, like Milo, again, it's like nothing, again, it's not set up, like you don't know where this thing came from or who's in control of it. There's Tails, thank you. Also, like a little bit of a pro tip, if you see Tails or Knuckles, or I guess Amy or Trip in this game, if you actually touch them, you will get more rings, and the rings will just come to you straight away. Go ahead and touch Knuckles, you'll see what I mean.
Don't touch Knuckles. Good advice.
Good advice. Don't touch me.
I don't like the idea of Millhouse having 2 spaghetti dinners.
In 1 week.
Willie, please. Mr. Van Houten is the
So I saw that before I watched the original Nightmare on Elm Street, and I remember after watching Nightmare on Elm Street, I was very upset that there wasn't an actual like scene like that in the movie where you see him burn to death in front of all the parents.
Stupid smarch weather.
Like there's so many amazing jokes in just in that one that one part. Boy, fucking The Simpsons is a great show.
Just I still like nothing. For some reason, this like never like it never tops for me more than that whole sequence at Milhouse's grandma's house. A gentleman caller at this hour, dial 9-1, and when I say to, dial 1 again.
Milhouse, give him back his soul. I've got wolf.
So I have work in the morning.
I love that. I love
and then Bart's screaming.
You traded my soul for Pogs? Ah!
And then he runs down the hall, and then Milhouse's grandma goes, "Shut the door! You're letting the draft in!"
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I love it.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
My favorite part is when they go to when Bart goes to Milhouse's house. He goes, "Leave this place." Where's Milhouse? The one you call Milhouse is gone. He went to his grandma's house where was sprayed for potato bugs. Did you notice if he was carrying a little piece of white paper? Oh yeah, you don't forget a thing like that. Which, as a kid, I thought the joke was the guy was saying that you wouldn't forget like a piece of paper. So it's like the guy said, no, you don't forget a kid carrying a single piece of paper with him when he leaves home.
Yep.
Leave this place. Hi Bart, I know you from school. Who's stealing your thoughts? That crazy guy that Wiggum's talking to. Yeah, this goes like, so who's stealing your thoughts? And all I'm saying is that when we die, there'll be a planet for the French. Ah, thank you, Virtual Kazuma. Well, all I'm saying is when we die, there'll be a planet for the French, a planet for the Chinese, and we'll all be better off. Mr. Bumble, you're making me feel uncomfortable.
I'm not.
No, I'm not. Virtual raid! Knuckles, get back here. Knuckles, gotta find that Knuckles. I know, right? I'm on the final boss. This is my fourth attempt. I got pretty close in my first go, but I did the same thing when I did the Mecha Neck boss fight. First try, I got pretty close, and now I'm just like, fucking no. Yeah, well, I mean, like, Frontiers has an actual script. You know, they're still in this phase where they don't want to. I don't know. Maybe they're worried about trying to keep classics or like an actual plot or something. But like, again, fucking Sonic 3 and Knuckles has a pretty decent plot for what told for what it is. TJ, if you had to rewrite one character from the Sonic franchise, who would it be, and what would it be chosen to be?
Yeah, I guess I'd make him more of a badass. I don't know, man.
I think I'd make him French.
I'd make him a different animal. I'd make like a fox. I'd make him French.
I'd change his name to Jeffrey, but he's still called Charmy to be.
Jeffrey would be for internal references only.
Okay, it's like Mino. I have no problem with them not having like speaking cutscenes or dialogue scenes, but like you could have put in more cutscenes to explain things. Like again, this fucking boss, where it comes from, and other stuff like that. There's just and like why like the giant animals. It's supposed to be because I forget what is the North Star Islands. I think this is what these areas called. Like the giant animals at the end of each boss are there because they're unique to this area. Would have been good to maybe, you know, be told that, explained that in, you know, POG form. Who knows? Remember the North Star Islands? They're back in POG form. My brother was really into POGs.
Did he have elf pogs?
No, but I guess that there was a character. I think it was called Pogman. He kind of looked like a discount Captain Caveman. And there was like there were a bunch of like books about him. My brother would get those.
Holy shit!
I know, right?
Fucking nerd.
Because I mean, it's weird because like Sonic 4 as a whole wasn't great at it, but Episode Metal ironically has like 4 cutscenes, and that conveys that story, that mini story of like Metal Sonic getting back, like better than the whole of Superstar Hush does. I mean, and also to be fair, like Mania has this problem as well. Like I know Mania Plus added. Like the zone transitions, but it's just like, you know, like they still could have done so much more to actually expand on like the whole notion that like Heavy King and Eggman are fighting is not something that's really set up. I'm coming here. I have no idea how you did that, but yes, I want 20 tough guys. I want 20 soft guys. Tough guys to tough. We'll arrange them a soft, tough, soft, soft. So I'm afraid you got mad with power. Of course I have. You try to go mad about power? It's boring. No one listens to you. TJ, if I beat this game on stream, will you shave the word shit in the back of your head?
Probably not. Hey man, I'm just being honest. I'm not fucking doing that.
You joined the junior campus. I got a dirty wood shave in the back of my head. What is your children's obsession with that word? I'm gonna shave you bald, young man, to teach you that hair is not a right, it's a privilege. I always loved the notion that Principal Skinner was gonna shave your house. Like that's not even Principal Skinner's jurisdiction. Shit like this is where I have no idea how this works. Is so fucking annoying.
Say thank you, Knuckles.
Knuckles is Jewish, and we sure predicted it before it happened. See, again, I do not. It took me so fucking long to realize how the fuck this works. It doesn't explain to you what you need to do at all. Fucking.
It does if you're not a stupid head. Got him.
Accurate. I can't argue with that. Can't argue with his logic there, boys. You got us.
I'm a stupid head.
Homer, is that you? Ah! And who knows, maybe I've been a bit of an ogre as well. You have. It's like for no reason, Homer hates him. Who hasn't done anything. It's essentially what's your plan. During the exam, I'm going to hide under bunch of notes. I hope everything works out well.
Look at it! Drop his notes!
Out with the old, in with the nucleus. Ah, you see that jerk? He dropped his notes! And if you'd like to stay behind after class, do we have to? No. Then kiss my curvy butt. Goodbye. That's chasing squirrels with a stick. It is sad that how much I have become like Homer Simpson, and I don't just mean because I'm a bald, fat, bearded guy.
Excuse me, Professor Brainiac.
But I worked at a nuclear power plant for 10 years, and I think I know
how to proton accelerator works.
Would you please come down and show us? All right, I will. Sit there, guys. Thanks, Homer.
We are the knights who say, me, me, me.
We played Dungeons and Dragons for 3 hours, and then we got slain by now. Listen to yourself, man. You're hanging with nerds. I love how he points a knife at his son's face and goes, "You take that back." Homer don't give no fucks. No fucks, bravo.
Wait, should I plug back in the TV or the rock tumbler?
The TV! Plug it back in, Wow, they'll never let us show that again. Not in a million years. Can't believe it. TJ, we missed the part where Scratchy finally gets it.
Lemonade.
Thanks.
Gee, it looks like you have something to say. Do you?
Why, yes, I certainly do. I have to go now. I need me. I love the bit where Marge makes sure so the cartoons can't be violent, and a bunch of Marge calls her up. Like, so we had this idea, but we realized cartoons can't be violent, so we thought. So we had this idea where Scratchy has a pie and Itchy wants the pie, but Scratchy doesn't want to give him the pie, so he throws him into a bucket of acid. How about Itchy shares his pie with Scratchy? Then they'll both have pie. He looks back at the drawing, like the storyboards of like Itchy being thrown in acid, and just goes, "Well, it's different. I'll give you that." I would love that line. Then they would both have pie. And then they look at Michelangelo's David. I forget if they show the pee-pee on the statue. Because I know there is an episode of the old Tracy Ullman shorts when they go to an art museum and Bart starts ogling at a naked picture, and I think they actually drew the boobs to make it make sense in context. DJ. Boobs.
Sure, you got something to look at when you're talking to him.
You got something to look at.
Yeah, when you're talking to him.
So you got something. You want to see me, boss?
You want to see me, Mr. Weed?
That cut is that guy you wanted to see me? Such a good cut. Again, I have not seen Amy or Trip. Anyone who's played this, have you ever seen Amy or Trip in this section?
Hey, Lois.
Diarrhea. Peter, I'm holding glasses.
I'm holding iced tea. Wait. I have to draw you.
Yeah. You know why cavemen's painted on walls?
I'll call it Johio.
You bought Michelangelo's David? Yeah, they're gonna be pissed though. The penis broke off when they were loading into the car. He throws it. It lands in Mr. Ween's house. I shall call you Eduardo.
I shall call you Eduardo.
One of the best fucking jokes ever.
I love that commentary where Seth MacFarlane's like, I love how that lands erect.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna. Oh, Tails saved today. There we go. Kind of. Two more rings.
Hey, Mr. Weed. I can't come in today because my family was involved in a terrible plane crash and they were all killed, and I am a vegetable.
See you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I got it's my new toy idea. Facts of Life Transformers. Cute as a button. Fat blob.
And
Radioactive. Yeah, radioactive scorpion. I love Facts of Life. Yeah, Facts of Life Transformers. You should consider it. I also got this idea with Tootie to do one of them spitting lizards from Jurassic Park. Radioactive scorpion. I just love it. I love that
Cute as a button. Fat as a cow.
Radioactive. I also love that, like, it transforms for you. Like, I wish Transformers did. Well, I guess now they have those Optimus Prime and Megatrons that cost $1,000 but don't transform for you.
And they also talk to you.
I know,
You could be my best friend.
I should call you Eduardo.
I shall call you Eduardo. Smoke.
Smoke. Are you smoking yet? Ah. I think I'm gonna do one more attempt and call it a day, because it's not fun to do back to back.
It's not your night scooter.
Back to back, it's spin on back to back, turn gets back to back, spin on back, go back to back to back. Hey, did you play Sonic Rush? Oh, we were pushing it.
Yeah, it's not one of the 8. Come on. Come on, you know this. Come on.
So, Titi, what made you get back into wrestling recently? Other than just being a poser?
CM Punk came back.
Oh, okay. But I thought people hated CM Punk after he left.
Oh, I love CM Punk. I've always loved CM Punk.
Didn't he try to join the UFC and he was just fucking terrible at it?
I mean, hey, like...
No, again, obviously he can do... I'm just like... I have no ill will against CM Punk. It's just from what I've gathered online is he went to UFC and he did not do very well. Like he just kept on losing. Like from what I understand, like kind of badly every time he had a match.
Yeah, I mean he left wrestling and he didn't really like have anything that he was doing because there wasn't really another like gig in town at the time.
He did write that one Thor comic book.
He also wrote a Drax comic.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, like that's the thing is that like people like to make him out to be. He's just very decisive and or divisive, but I mean, like as of late, it you know. The kinds of things, the altercations that like people would use as like evidence that like the reasons they don't like him, he ended up being right about. So it's like,
oh, like what? Like
there's this.
Wasn't there a bunch of stuff where like he tried to like expose Vince McMahon, or was that somebody else?
No, it was somebody else.
Okay.
His whole thing was he went to AEW.
Oh, is that like a rival wrestling thing?
Yeah. And I mean, but this was like 8 or 7 years after he left the WWE.
Wait, when did he leave WWE?
2014.
Really? Damn. Okay.
Okay,
So break me through the timeline. He leaves in 2014, and then does he go straight to AEW?
No, AEW didn't exist until 2019.
Okay.
2019, 2020, I can't remember. and he didn't even come to AEW until 2021, I think.
Okay. So what was UFC in between WE and AEW?
Yeah.
Okay. And how long was he in UFC for?
I mean, I don't think it was very long. I don't really have a
2
timeline
weeks.
of how long he was in there, but like he's still a part of the scene because I guess he like, I don't know if he's like a co-owner of an organization or he just like he's like a producer for like a league of like UFC like type.
Stone String says in the chat he did one fight and then got trashed. So it sounds like he wasn't in UFC for very long. Which to be fair, it's like they're different skills, you know. Like I know it's like yes, wrestling, quote unquote, is fake, but there's still like a heavy physical act to it. It's the same way. Like I'm not sure if a UFC fighter would necessarily 100% translate well to boxing. You know, they are different skill sets. So him not being great at UFC, I don't think is anything to like laugh at. He'd still probably beat the shit out of most people who would say that, you know.
I mean, plus it's admirable that he even like tried.
Yeah.
Like, so then he joined AEW in like 2021 or 2022, I can't remember. And he was there until 2023.
What made him leave?
Well, okay, so he had a couple interactions with talent, like other people behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That were like, I don't know, like essentially like picking fights with him, like someone on the roster.
Was he the instigator or was he responding to, you know, being called out?
He was responding. The thing was that like when he joined AEW or like right before he joined AEW, someone that he like is notoriously like he used to be friends with and no longer is, Colt Cabana. He left AEW or got let go. I can't remember what the situation was.
Yeah.
And so these particular people who were friends with Colt Cabana, they tried to leak to like wrestling, like content creators or wrestling like promotions or whatever.
Not the wrestling YouTubers, anyone but them.
I guess it was like wrestling journalists. I guess is the way that he phrased it. He tried to leak to them that CM Punk conditioned that like if he was going to join AEW that they needed to fire or get rid of Colt Cabana.
Is that accurate or is that completely bullshit?
He says it's bullshit.
Okay, but is this a case where it's just he said, she said, that we don't actually know for sure?
The part of it that like, I mean, obviously, like, yeah, like you don't know what, but the guy who owns AEW, he said that CM Punk's involvement in the company had nothing to do with him leaving AEW.
Well, I mean, that's fair, but also, I mean, that's like, you know, I'm not calling that guy a liar, but that's not really the type of thing that the CEO would admit to. Like, yeah, sure. we fired this guy because someone else said to do it. I was like, all right, then.
But like, he went in, he notoriously like went into this whole, like, there's the notorious like press conference where like right after that happened where,
wait, so who's in this press conference? CM Punk or the guy who owns it?
CM Punk and the guy who owns it.
Okay.
And he had just won the like the AEW title, and he's doing this press conference, and he just starts fucking like laying into these journalists because he's like, hey, he's like, if anybody here is friends with Scott Colton and Colt Cabana, he's like, you go fuck yourself. And he just like goes into this whole like thing about like his whole like situation with Colt Cabana and how like he had nothing to do with what, you know, his current situation, No matter what he wants to say, and then he
Mhm.
goes into this whole, because the whole thing was that like they used to be good friends. He was on Colt Cabana had a successful podcast for a long time.
I knew you were gonna fucking say every douchebag's got one these days.
And when CM Punk left the WWE, he went on to Scott Colton's podcast and trashed the head doctor of the talent at the WWE at the time, because one of his gripes with the company that made him leave was that he wasn't being given like accurate
Enough
time.
steroids.
He wasn't being given accurate time to like heal.
Oh yeah.
And on top of that, at the time he left, or around the time that he left, he supposedly had a staph infection that they refused to like diagnose, because that would have meant that he was like...
Because if it's on paperwork, they have to deal with it. So if they ignore it, they don't have to do anything about it. I know.
Exactly,
you're
yeah.
Vince McMahon, you piece of shit.
So, apparently, like, the doctor came out and tried to, like, sue them for defamation.
Just because he came out doesn't mean CM Punk has to attack him. What the the doctor wants to sleep with is no one's business but his own. Fuck you, CM Punk.
He wanted to sue him for defamation. And so, like, because he did it on his podcast, and obviously, like, CM Punk at the time was a former WWE star, so he had the money to fight the lawsuit, but he wanted to sue Punk right back, so that ended up, like, breaking apart their friendship.
Wait, so what, who got sued? So the doctor sued CM Punk.
And Colt Cabana.
Oh, what?
And then Colt Cabana tried to countersue CM Punk for getting him involved with the situation, I guess.
Well, no, that wouldn't be a countersuit, because if CM Punk...
I don't...
Oh, I'm saying if CM Punk didn't initiate the first lawsuit, that wouldn't be a countersuit. That would just be him suing CM Punk as well.
And I don't even know if that's the... I mean, I'm pretty fucked up right now.
No, but like, I can't imagine a universe in where, unless the guy whose podcast it was like agreeing and like, yeah, I know that. Like, I can't see how you could sue the host of the podcast if CM Punk was the one saying all that stuff. That doesn't make any sense to me. But again, I'm not.
Yeah.
This is America. We're in, land of the frivolous lawsuit. So I'm sure it doesn't matter. You know.
So he goes off and like lays out the whole situation, and like essentially like says that like if you support the guy that's trying to like spread lies about me, I don't like you, but more aggressively, obviously. And so part of the press conference was that he was talking about the talent at AEW that quote unquote like leaked that information.
Did he name names?
Yeah, essentially. He didn't like actually like say names, because that's where for a long time I didn't know what he was talking about until I watched like a bunch of there was like a documentary, like a YouTube documentary that I watched about it, that like I understood the context of it. But anyway, so the people that he called out in that press conference, he ended up, as soon as he left that press conference, they got into a huge fight, like backstage,
like actual fist fight.
Yeah.
Nice.
And which ended with them getting suspended, and I can't remember if it was ever confirmed if Punk got suspended, but he was already injured. So it's this like gray area of like, oh, was he out because he was suspended, or is he out because he was recovering from his injury? But anyway,
he got beat up backstage.
So he has this. They have this big, like essentially their like version of WrestleMania.
It's called Mania Wrestle.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna post something.
And-
Stone String in the sorry, Stone String in the chat said, basically Adam Page, the world champion at the time, was friends with Cabana behind the scenes because they were part of the same storyline group at the time. And Page got into a story with CM Punk. He went off script to imply that Punk was responsible for Cabana not appearing in the product. Punk won the title in that storyline. He went on a tirade against Cabana, Page, and Page's friends, who happened to be the EVPs of the company. And apparently he says Punk was officially suspended as well.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm sorry, please continue.
So then, like, he came back, and he apparently had, like, this all came out later because okay, so sorry, let me try.
Okay, here's the Earth.
Okay, here's the Earth. Yeah.
Then fasten missiles.
Okay, so they have like their version of WrestleMania. He wrestles Mojo,
Jojo.
and then like very soon after the event, and like he could totally like, you know, does the match, no like idea of what's going on or whatever. But he as soon as, or I don't know if it's as soon, anyway, like soon after the event, it gets revealed that he got into an altercation backstage.
Yeah.
And he ends up getting fired.
Well, I'm sorry. What Punk does?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The head of AEW like comes on TV and is like, he's like, never before have I like feared for my life.
He goes, CM Punk is a punk ass little bitch of a dick the size of this walnut, but way smaller.
But so he says that he was fired for like assaulting somebody, and then so I guess what ends up happening is that like a couple months later, he gets approached by somebody at WWE about coming back.
Baby, come
and
back. I miss you, baby.
So he goes back to WWE, and right before WrestleMania, he goes on this podcast, and he essentially like gives his whole like sequence of events on why he got fired.
Well, from AEW or WWE in the first place?
From AEW.
Okay.
What happened?
You know, I will say though, just like you would think though, like obviously he's free to tell his own story, but you'd think that because all this happened by him going on a podcast to speak his truth in the first place, maybe you'd think, yeah, maybe not. Maybe I'll just keep it in and write a book in 20 years.
Here's the funny thing about it. So he's on this podcast and he's being interviewed, or he says about what happened when he got fired from AEW. There was a guy named, or still is a guy named Jack Perry, and what had happened was he wanted to do this like dumb bit where he broke the glass on his rental car.
Okay.
And a bunch of people had told him no, and he was like, "Go fuck yourself." But
like, why was that so important to him?
I have no idea.
Okay.
He just like that was the bit he wanted to do, and he wasn't going to take no for an answer.
I think it's funny.
Well, so like that's the thing is that like a lot of the like stories about like how AEW runs and like why it's, you know, supposedly like not as good of a product as WWE's because it's a situation where like the inmates run the asylum. Like they do exactly what they want to do. And it's not like it's less structured than the WWE is. But so apparently someone had asked Punk to help out with the situation because he was gonna do it, and basically, like, one of the big things was that the medical team had told him that it was too dangerous, because there was the chance that he could get like glass in his eye from shattering it. And so I guess like Punk came up to him and like intimidated him and was like, hey, they told you you're not going to do this, so don't fucking do it. And so he didn't do it. But then at that like WrestleMania type event, he ended up doing a bit where he like slammed somebody into the windshield of a car, and he ends up looking at the camera and he's like, it's real glass, why don't you go cry about it?
Oh, so Stone String in the chat is saying he wanted to use real glass, and everyone was like, just use sugar glass, idiot. And to that, I agree. Don't be a fucking moron in that regard.
Yep.
Fucking dumbass.
So yeah, so essentially like on TV, he's like calling him out for not letting him do the original bit. And so I guess Punk came up to him like after he came off stage, and he's like, why the fuck do you gotta keep doing this shit? And the guy's like, if you got a fucking problem, why don't you do something about it? And so they got into an altercation, and he told Tony Khan, the guy that because he was right there, he basically like quits on the spot, and tells him that he's done working with people that are unprofessional, people that quote unquote, I'm done working with children. So he was gonna leave, and Samoa Joe and the ref coerced him into just going out there and wrestling, which he did. He had his last match in AEW, and then he left. And that's Tony Khan like came on TV and said that he fired him, not that he quit.
Okay.
And so after that podcast came out and like totally painted the situation differently, Tony Khan apparently like released the footage to like somehow like thinking that it would prove that what he was saying happened. But the sequence of events matches what Punk said on that podcast like almost perfectly. To which like he wasn't even close to Tony, which he was claiming that he feared for his own life. So
I love it when that happens. When like an idiot is like, yeah, I'll show you. Oh shit.
But I love there's the when he's on the podcast like telling the story, he's like I didn't hurt anybody. I just choked somebody out a little bit.
I got tired of playing the final boss and I kept losing, so now I'm just doing this stupid fruit stage to get rings.
Fruit Ninja?
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, so then in November of 2023, during Survivor Series, which was in Chicago, people were like, I guess it was like rumored that CM Punk was coming back. I mean, mostly because it was in Chicago.
Remember CM Punk? He's back in WE form.
So like, just as the show was ending, his music hit, and it's the craziest like pop that I've ever seen for a wrestler. It's insane.
So we got some King. I want to say in the chat, I was like, but that sounds crazy. He did backyard wrestling once, and a piece of glass got stuck on his forehead. That's not fun. Shoestring says, apparently in the footage you can see Punk swing at Tony Khan, but he doesn't come close to actually like hitting him. But apparently you can see him swing at him.
So yeah, so that's this sequence of events.
Fuck, man. Just you gotta. That's why it's like sometimes this behind the scenes shit is more entertaining than the dumbass stories they haven't done.
Exactly.
Everywhere.
I don't know. WWE has been like really, really good lately. So.
Man, you must be having so many talks with Carol right now.
Yeah, I am because
she's super into the wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think wrestling has now succeeded video games as her main interest now.
Yeah, I talked to her and I talked to Spider.
Oh yeah, he's super into them, isn't he?
Yep, he likes CM Punk too.
I forget in terms of CM Punk's character, was he a good guy or was he a heel? I forget.
He's done both.
Is it face and heel with the stupid terms they have for that stuff?
Yeah, it kind of. I would say CM Punk's more of a baby face now.
What the fuck does that mean?
It just means no matter what he does, he's gonna be a good guy.
Look at me, normal face, I'm baby face. It's the sound I make. This is the sound I make when I run.
Babyface would actually do that.
Well, I think we might call it a day there. I want to thank everyone for joining. I want to thank TJ for coming along and giving us a nice history on CM Punk. I like learning about shit like that. I have no knowledge about. That's always fun. I will probably be back at some point Sunday evening, and I think I may do a toy show off and a Lego because I'm falling a bit behind on those. That'll probably be maybe like 5 p.m. ish on Sunday evening. Probably stick in the Discord to see when I'm gonna go because again I can't go. I'm gonna try and appeal to Twitter, but I did put my hands up. I did send out a tweet saying I was gonna murder TJ. So if they don't want to reinstate me, I can't really blame him for that. So I might make a new account, but then I gotta change all my fucking things like Twitter will no longer walk down there to go to RealFTA. So I don't know. We'll do something. TJ's gonna go play World of Warcraft now, right, TJ?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us, guys, and we'll see you again soon.
Okay, I love you. Bye.
Bye.